the motherfucking deal, man? We back again. We in for the win. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the beginning stages of a nigga's life. Welcome to LoneWolf TV. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to what I feel will give me the ultimate right to wealth, the ultimate right to success, and the ultimate right to be revered in this world. Not feared, but revered. And with fear may come reverence, or with reverence may come fear. But I just know I want to be a vessel in this world to show motherfuckers what the deal really is. You know, to show y'all that y'all ain't alone. To show y'all that, you know, just because you a loner don't mean that you got to be a broke loner. It don't mean that you got to be out here really just excluded from everybody in the world. I was one of them niggas, man. For a minute, I was just like, nigga, I'm on what I'm on, and I really don't give a fuck about what nobody else on, type of shit. So, yeah, man, that been the kind of shit. That been the kind of tip I've been on since I created LoneWolf TV. But welcome to the TV welcome to LoneWolf TV, LWTV, LDub TV. You know, I'm gonna curate other names and shit for what the fuck I'm doing or whatever, but here we are, the place for the loners and the misunderstood. Have y'all heard about Gabrielle Union? This crazy bitch, but she ain't crazy. She just exposed the fact that women with paper, right, or not even women with paper, women that's doing better than they nigga feel like they should be able to cheat. Now, when a nigga say that, you know, of course we're gonna get backlash. Of course we're gonna be like, it's gonna be a backlash of women saying, I want my man to myself. Now, I'm just starting to believe that in this era of monogamy, in this time, in these years, I feel like women are manipulating niggas like way more than niggas manipulating them. And to some niggas, y'all deserve it. To some niggas, y'all deserve to get treated like hoe ass niggas because y'all done some hoe ass shit that y'all ain't talking about or that y'all ain't even bring up, and the universe just throwing you what you deserve back at you. You know, just like my situation. I think it's somewhere in life I might have did some hoe ass shit that might have caused me to be homeless. I just can't pinpoint what it was, and that should tell you a lot about some hoe ass shit I did back when I was 19, 20, 21. You know, I probably hurt a woman's feelings. Probably ain't no telling. I used to be drunk in the bitch when I was about 20, 21. I used to be faded out this bitch. And ain't no telling what I said in them times to the woman I fucked with being intoxicated, and man, ain't no telling. I done posted up on women before like a whole ass nigga. I done hit women. You know, this is shit that come with it. So me being homeless, you think I ain't sat back and thought about my fuck ups and how I ended up here? You know, beyond the fact that I can financially get myself out of this shit, but let's talk about just the karmic debt that come with doing hoe ass shit in this world. You know what I'm saying? It come with a price. I don't know what the maker do. I don't know how the maker look. I don't know what the creator is doing. But I know that the nigga got I know that the creator got its own reasoning behind everything. Let me see if I don't really need that shit. But you know, that's life. But yeah, Gabrielle Union said that she felt right, that she felt like she can cheat on him because she paid all the bills. So that speaks to the mindset of most women right there. Most, not all, just most. Most women feel like, you know what I'm saying, like if they paying all the bills or they doing this and that, what the fuck do they need you for? And that's a fucking logical question. That is absolutely correct. What do a woman need you for and you can't do shit for her? or you can't do nothing ultimate for her. Ultimate is a big word. Is a key word. If you can't do the ultimate for a woman, you need to get ultimately out out of her fucking face. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of niggas just seem not to understand this shit, that you just can't come to the motherfucking to a woman's world without nothing to give. So, you know, of course, if that's what she was dealing with, if she was dealing with a nigga where it was like he was unambitious or something like that, okay, yeah. But say that shit, or the blogs might have twisted it. I don't know. I ain't heard her. I don't know where the fuck she said this shit at. So, you know, don't take my word for it. But it caused it sparked a conversation, because how the hell are men bad for wanting to fuck off and women not? Let me tell you how. Because women know damn well, most women know damn well they want a nigga to assist them somehow. Some women don't want financial assistance, but a woman still wants a man's assistance somehow. And if you can't provide that shit, my nigga, you worthless. And the way that I respect women, I respect any woman that's out here living her truth. If it's an honest hoe, if she say I don't want marriage, I fuck with that shit. If you a woman and you honest about marriage, I fuck with you too. You know, if you in between and you honest about the fact that you don't know what the fuck you want, and you ain't pretending like you know what the fuck you want, I fucks with you. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, I fuck with you. If you being honest, I fuck with honesty. I don't fuck with bullshit. I don't fuck with women that's sitting here. Well, I'm gonna do this to a nigga because he did it to me. That's a bitch ass bitch right there. And a bitch ass nigga that do the same thing like that. A nigga that do spiteful shit is a bitch ass nigga. That's the definition of a bitch ass nigga. He doing spiteful shit. I ain't never got back at a woman out of spite, probably but one time. And then after I did it, I knew that I was doing it because she did it to me. So that's something that ain't even, that shouldn't even be innately inside of niggas. To be the nigga that you know, to be the nigga that retaliate on some shit just because a woman did some shit. You supposed to let that bitch do that, let her hold her nuts, and then go on by her life. She ain't stole no money from you. If she ain't did no whole real or supreme hoe ass shit to you, you don't need to be tripping on that shit. If all she did was fuck another nigga, charge that shit to the game, you know? But yeah, for Gabrielle Union to say that, you know, she felt comfortable cheating on her man because she paid all the bills, you know, hey, she was fucking with a sorry ass nigga. That's how it is. A nigga that didn't realize that what was going on. You see, I got so much game in my head that Gabrielle Union wouldn't have been doing that. I would have been going to work somewhere and I would have been trying to show her that, bitch, I got some kind of value coming in. And I think that's more what Gabrielle Union was saying. But look at her marriage right now. She just went and got with a richer nigga. So just like Craig said, shout out to Craig Smith on Craig Facts. The nigga said most women are trying to escape hardship. And that's the really shit I heard this year so far. Women are trying to escape hardship when they fuck with niggas they got more paper, or they fuck with niggas that got more resources, or a simp nigga that'll just pay all their bills. It's a hardship in doing everything alone, or in doing everything by your lonesome like men do. Most of the time we curate all of the shit that we do on our own. There's no nigga that I owe anything for my YouTube channel or my Facebook channel or my Twitter getting popular or TikTok or my TikTok videos. And nigga, I gain inspiration from what I relate to. And then I give my insight. I might give a shout out to what a nigga said to make valid what I'm saying, but I don't sit here and validate another nigga's talking point without my own. That's what we not gonna do. So shit, for Gabrielle Union to feel like that, then she back door and get with D Wade, bitch, you running from bills. Maybe your career ain't as popping as you thought it was, motherfucker. See, I don't like, what I don't like is when motherfuckers play an arrogant role. Like, yeah, I did this because the nigga wasn't shit. Hold on. You chose the nigga. Let's take a minute to sit back and talk about why she chose this nigga. Because nobody really wanted her when she first started popping off, nigga. She was cute. She was whatever. Deliver Us from Eva got her everywhere she wants to be right now. Don't nobody really give a fuck about Gabrielle Union. So D Wade is your last train leaving, you heifer. Because I don't like how women try to come out and shit on men, and then when we shit on bitches, or when I don't even like when niggas shit on bitches or women. It's just it's a dick slinging contest and the pussy wetness contest when we start talking about each other. Or nigga, I do this. Well, nigga, I can do this alone. You can't. I don't need no nigga for this. And then the nigga like, well, you do need me for this because you gonna be lonely. And then this and then this and then the bitch like, well, I'm cool being alone. And then the nigga gotta come with something else. That's what I'm saying. This shit getting old. We in 2023, nigga. This the year of the 7. This the lucky year. And you niggas is still around this bitch talking about the most mundane bullshit that we done already got over. Motherfuckers done got to the point where everybody just trying to get paper now. And I salute the women that's out here getting paper. I salute the men that's out here getting paper and fuck a relationship. See, it's niggas out here. It's a lot of internet gurus out here. Then we gonna get into my point because I've been here for 11 minutes and I usually be started by then. But nigga, it's a lot of motherfucking internet gurus out here that's telling women that if they having sex before marriage, or if they're just having sex recklessly, or that this traditional lifestyle is something that they need to live, but we ain't gotta live the traditional lifestyle if we the providers. It's certain niggas out here like that. It's certain niggas out here that's saying that it's this masculinity contest type of shit. It's like, oh, we finna show y'all how masculine we can be. Bitch, you ain't nothing without me. I don't fuck with that shit because it's the same thing. It's the same mindset that comes from it's the same mindset of a woman saying they don't need a man. Damn near. So you basically saying you gonna force a bitch to be with you, or you gonna force humbling women onto women? Like you gonna force that onto the masculine as a masculine role? You want us to be out here trying to tell women what they qualify for and what they don't qualify for off of status? Okay, talk that shit to the women that give a damn about your status. Talk that shit to the women that give a fuck about your paper. It's women out here that don't give a fuck about you in general. So I don't know, man. Hey, y'all just go with y'all flow, do what y'all do, man. Let's get into the motherfucking topic. I just had to talk about Gabrielle, a little bitch ass real quick. Anyway, the question of the day, the topic and the question, the title of the day is, what are you settling for? Ask yourself that as I break it down. See, what does settling mean? What does settling in life means? Because settling and settle is the same definition. So if you look up what the word settle means, it gives you an understanding of what settling means. But there's this thing that popped up while I was researching this shit, and it says settling in life has a meaning, because settling can mean like some water settling, or a rabbit settled on the goddamn grass and just sat there. It's a different kind of settle. So settling in life means to stay in one place, in one job, or with one person, rather than moving around or changing. So who got y'all doing that? Or what has y'all doing that? Are you settling for the bare minimum in your relationship? Are you settling for being an addict and not trying to change it? Are you settling for all kinds of things? Are you settling with religion? We gonna get into all this shit. It's all wrote down right here. So let's get into the first one. You know, and I'm gonna ask the question again, just for anybody that might step in at this moment. What are you settling for? Hmm? Drop a comment if you said. Matter of fact, hit the like button if you up in this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get it. Are you settling for your recent lover? Now, me, let's stop right there. Me, I got a lot of lovers that I settled for. You know what I'm saying? I settled mean like I thought this was gonna be the end all be all. And you know, you start exhausting all funds, you don't think ahead of time, you start thinking in the quarter, in the mindset of where this is gonna be your only woman type of shit, right? So you end up settling. That's a form of settling. You settle for, okay, this the woman I got, this the woman I'm gonna deal with. And I've done that like 7 times in my life. So obviously I'm the fucking problem. And let me be real with y'all and let y'all know that I'm the problem because I was a broke ass nigga. So you shouldn't even get in a relationship without a foundation, is how I feel. I feel like a lot of us need to hear that. A lot of us that want to be in relationships, not us, because I don't give a fuck about no relationship right now. Ain't no bitterness to it. It's just that I know that relationships ain't the move for me. Relationships cause anxiety and stress on me that I don't need. I would rather have freedom and let the woman that I'm dealing with have freedom. And if any motherfucker want to contest me about that, well, come give me some game on why I should be in a relationship. Because other than the fact that it's building money or some shit, I can do that with multiple bitches and get more money than a nigga that's married. So what we talking about? Of course, one of the goddamn business ventures might go wrong. I might get the wrong bitch. A thought bitch might try to finesse me, but that come with the territory. You can't run away from conflict. I don't never run away from conflict. So are you settling for your recent lover? Somebody drop a comment when y'all step up in this motherfucker. Are you settling for your recent lover? What if you like a nigga with dreads and your recent lover got waves? Just simple shit. If you for the fellas, what if you like ass and your woman ain't got no ass? What if you like skinny women and your woman is bigger, is like damn near obese? Do you settle for it or do you try to shoot for what, you know what I'm saying, that you want? Now, here goes the problem in shooting for what you want. You got to be able to obtain what you want. You got to have the qualities of what it is that the woman or the man that you chasing or trying to pursue. You got to see what they want. You can't just come at them with what you think they want. That's what I see a lot going on right now. Motherfuckers just pulling up with flowers. I know women that don't want flowers. They look at that as real, as lame. Then there's women that want the flowers, and then but they end up getting the niggas that don't give the flowers. Because you know the nigga, however y'all energy align, y'all are attracting each other. But it's up to the man to extend his hand and be like, hey, I'm attracted to this. As far as society go, I'm attracted to you. I'm attracted to what you doing. Can I holler at you? You know, excuse me. And if the woman is free game, you go ahead and give her that. If the woman is like, okay, then you got to live up to what the fuck you promised her. But to be on the women's side, women shouldn't have to settle for broke men. And I'm saying settle as in when she sit in the mirror and look at herself, or when she in the shower thinking, she thinking like she can do better. You need to leave that nigga if you feel like you can do better. No matter, even if you don't like, even if you with a rich nigga, and you don't like the way he treating you, that mean the money ain't what's keeping you. Only women that'll stay around when there's money involved in disrespect is the bitch that's there for the money. If you there for integrity, or if you there for intimacy, or you there for anything else other than money, the nigga ain't gonna know how to even gauge you because he think that women just want money. And there's so many different women out here, and I'm learning that because just off of places I work, when I go do interviews and shit, when I'm driving around, I go to Walmart, or when I'm going to the grocery store, I see a lot of women that don't even seem like the type of bitches that's on Twitter. So I'm not a, or social media in general. I'm not no social media runs the world type nigga, but it does. It does give mindsets, and it is creating mindsets by showing people every day on a day-to-day, everybody wake up and scroll through their fucking phone. And those ideas that you see get planted into your head. Now, see, this is why I'm a nigga that's philosophical, because I want my thoughts to be seen. And what I'm noticing now, just on the kind of, I'm on like a good 2% rise. I'm 2% more popular than I was last year, but that came from me putting in the persistence in building habits, speaking of habits. So I won't sound like I'm, speaking of habits, I need to go get this motherfucking book, Atomic Habits. My motherfucking habits increased in what the fuck I wanted to do. I wanted to just be a nigga out here, being a content creator, speaking my truth, speaking about what I'm going through. I stopped hiding shit. I stopped being a nigga that was a ghost on the internet, or just posting memes and funny shit and deep shit and all that, and started letting motherfuckers know what I was going through. So it's a 2% change in my life. 2%, because only because I can't see the bigger ice sculpture. I can't see the motherfucking ice mountain under the water. I can only see the tip of the iceberg. And I can say from the beginning of 2021 to now, my following at least is more supportive. I might not get a lot of comments in my shit, none of that. So we can basically say this is the first year of me stepping out on a limb. This the first year of me just being a nigga that really don't give a fuck. I fell out with my own motherfucking mama over just how I'm finna have to move in life. This shit, I'm paying rent, and nigga, we struggling to eat and survive. I would rather be out here with money and able to eat. I would rather be able to eat Wingstop inside of my motherfucking whip. Fuck living in the projects, and the motherfucker can't even afford to live in the projects these days. If you ain't on Section 8. And she wasn't on Section 8. So she just living in the projects and paying a nigga $1,000. This shit is getting real. Jason Black say we gonna need 7 million. Shout out to Jason Black. Go look him up on the Black channel on YouTube. Or look up the business on YouTube. The nigga said we gonna end up having to make 7 figures to sustain ourselves in society. 6 figures is obsolete now. Now, I don't know when this shit gonna kick in, so I ain't trying to tell you niggas that this shit is just supremely factual, but I don't not believe it. Because the way shit going right now, nigga, you can't even survive right now. I just got a second job, but I've had 2 jobs for at least this year, all of it last year, and all of last year I had 2 jobs. At some point. So my thing is, society got us broke even when you got 2 jobs. So there's a problem there. But then you got this business culture, you got this hustle culture that sit out here and tell you that you need to get out here and just continuously hustle as the world gets more and more expensive. And then you got the same very motherfuckers that talk about white supremacy telling you that you should just fall in line. So it's the blind leading the blind right now. And I'm not a blind nigga. I see what the fuck is going on. As far as society goes, they got this shit in control. So let's get to the next thing. Are you settling for the job you are at? Me personally, both of the jobs, I just came from an interview today at like 2:40 something. 3 o'clock or some shit. I was done with signing the papers and got this new job. You know what I'm saying? So some of us settle for what we feel like we can't get more of on our own, which is logical because there's so many people in this world. it gets delusional if everybody start feeling like they can be entrepreneurs, because who the fuck gonna be the workers? And I'm not saying that the workers are unimportant. It's just, you know what I'm saying, the workers are usually people that have a goal to reach, and they don't have enough money to reach the goal, so they gotta go and be in entry level bullshit. That's just how I look at it. So are you settling for your job you are at? Do you feel like you can do better, but you just got to pay these bills? You just got to be stuck here for right now, because if you jump off of the task, you can possibly be homeless. You know, common sense will tell you not to just jump off the ledge. Common sense will tell you to stay at the job until you can find another one. Yeah, I know that. But I'm saying, when you find, hold on, my bad, y'all. When you find that other job and they still treating you like the last job was treating your ass, or something worse happens at the job, or you just feel it, you don't feel in alignment with the job, you should just go on ahead and break off, instead of settling for a job that ain't paying your ass. You know what I'm saying? These jobs don't be paying shit, and we sit up here, at least the niggas that are low value and the niggas that have low income, we the niggas that have to go to work. We the niggas that don't have enough sustainability in this world to sit out here and do shit alone. So what needs to happen, I'm speaking to my brothers right now, if you settling at your job, or even my sisters, if you settling at your job, I'm gonna need you to upgrade your standards. I'm gonna need you to go on ahead and say what you really want. I'm gonna need you to go on ahead and put in the atmosphere that you want a higher paying job or something, or something that's more sustainable than where you're at. And don't just stay there and be an angry bird at your fucking job, when you can just go and quit and go find one that pay better and treat you better, because it's out there. I didn't stay in I was getting $900 every 2 weeks, and plus whatever other job I had. So I was giving my daughter and my baby mama was living gravy for a minute. Not living gravy as if they was just living large, but it was rare that I couldn't pay for something, because I always had, boom, okay, this week, this week, this week. I was always working on something. And that's the habit I'm trying to gain now. I'm trying to gain the habit of uh being more productive, and not in a and being less procrastinating. You know, less procrastinate less is the way to say it. Be less of a procrastinator. That's what I'm trying to do. So at these jobs right now, you know, my plan is this. Let me give y'all some game on what my plan is. My plan is to work for 2 years or so at both jobs, save this shit up, and then after them 2 years, I'm gonna just go cold turkey on 9 to 5s for a minute to see what I can do with the shit that I have saved up. Now, within a year, getting paid minimum wage and also having a child, I'm probably gonna only have like 4,000 from each year. So for me to just say fuck it, I'm finna just gonna live off the 8 for a minute to see what the fuck I'm gonna do, and put my money towards the right shit that'll promote me, or put me in the right rooms, or put me on the right TV shows, not a TV show, but put me on the right podcast. I want to pay to get on somebody's shit so I can expand my shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just the only ideas I have, and I'm still reading right now, just trying to figure out life. I'm still just trying to gain more knowledge so I can let go of this alcoholic tendency inside of me, so I can let go of this need to be stimulated by something else. Because like Tariq Nasheed said this morning when I was watching, you know, we stimulate our minds with drugs and all this shit because we are unproductive. A black man in this world becomes unproductive, and he also becomes an addict as he becomes unproductive. If you ain't out here doing nothing that's gonna build your motherfucking life up, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't out here making waves that can eventually be life changing, then you wasting your time. That's why I come to the platform every day, because I gotta that's why I'm reading Atomic Habits. I built this habit. I built this habit long ago, but I was never really just fully consistent on day to day or even weekly. I took many hiatuses, and people probably forgot that I had a fucking YouTube channel. I done took many hiatuses. I took a lot. I think I took like 3 hiatuses within a year. Within 2 years, I mean. And shit, well, matter of fact, a hiatus is like years. That's like years of disappearance. So I ain't gonna say hiatus. I just took a break. Took like 3 breaks in a matter of 2 years, from 2020 to 21, from 2020 to 2021 to 2022. I was on and off my YouTube page, but I always been consistent when I came back to it. So it would grow, it would do what it do, but it just ain't at the level that I know that it can be at, and I'm not at the level that I know I can be at. So all I can do is just grind from here and make shit better. So stop settling for your job, because your job don't give a fuck about you. Go find a better job. Go find a job that you actually feel like you can sustain wealth off of, and then invest into your future. And this ain't to sound cliche, because this is exactly what I feel like is possible. I feel like if I save enough, if I only had $8,000, I can possibly live off that shit for a year without nowhere to stay. You know what I'm saying? Without no motherfucking where to stay. $8,000 will suffice me for the whole year. Off of what I spend on my daughter, what I do here, what I do there. No hotel rooms, just taking the shower when I can. If I do need to get a hotel room, it'll only be for a shower. But then, once that 8,000 turn in 2, then I'm back at work. But if I can just sit back and just use my money how I need to use it, and don't abuse it, and just try to get out here and use my money to start a business or start some shit up to where I can work for myself, that 8,000 ain't gonna go to groceries, or it probably will after I handle my business with what I need to handle that with the 8,000. I'm just saying that's how much it's logical for a 9-to-5 nigga working for 2 years on entry-level jobs. That is a reasonable wage that is able to be saved within 2 years. And that's just 2 years. So some of y'all might want to put a 4-year plan in action, 5-year plan in action, and just get them moving. Because in 5 years, I'm gonna be 35, so I really ain't got time. I got other shit that I'm trying to get to, and not trying to be in motherfuckers' faces at the age of 40 at these entry-level ass jobs. And at the age of 30, I'm seeing that having a high school diploma and a GED or whatever ain't, not even going to college is sustaining motherfuckers. So they lied to us about this GED shit. You can be a dropout, shout out to Tariq Nasheed, and become a damn millionaire, but it's all up here. That nigga don't drink or smoke. You know what I'm saying? I do both. So, I ain't shitting on him. I ain't saying that, you know what I'm saying, he's stupid for not smoking or nothing. But nigga, what I'm trying to say is, nigga, you don't even need school. Because niggas that we look up to didn't even graduate school. It's a hustle thing. You gotta have a hustler's mindset. And I feel like being raised by a single mama, that it kind of crumbled. I ain't blaming her, but being raised by her, she kind of coddled me in situations, or she told me to go work, but it was certain times where then nigga, that money needed to be made, and I was shunned for the way that I wanted to make money. Ain't got to go into detail about that, but are you settling for the job you are at? Tell me that. I know I am at both of them. I'm settling for right now. Are you settling for what society says you should settle for? Which is marriage, which is a good man, a good woman, or whatever, or they tell you not to steal, they tell you not to do shit, they tell you not to do a lot of shit. They tell you that you're a law-abiding citizen a law-abiding citizen, when you don't participate in the things that they don't want you to participate in because they're participating in it. But let's just say that this society really give a damn about what you should settle for, or they really give a damn about how you live your life. Do you feel like you are settling for what society says you should settle for, which is a marriage, which is going to work, which is paying taxes, which is all that shit? Are you settling for that? I see this shit going on all around the world. Motherfuckers don't really want to go to work. Motherfuckers really want to talk shit about how this motherfucking system has fucked up the world and continuously fucking us up as we speak. And they want to, and we got to figure out why motherfuckers is settling for what the fuck society has placed forth, because this shit ain't helping us out. Why hasn't anyone came at this system and treated it as such, as the way it is? Because what it is a corrupt nation that just want money. That's all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing nothing spectacular about America besides the fact that black people is here. So if you settle for what society tell you to settle for, that means you settling for white supremacy. So goddamn it, let's get to the next one. Are you settling for being broke? Me, on one end, hell no. Every day I'm up, every day I'm goddamn up and stressed, going towards work. Goddamn it, when I get up in there, I'm in that bitch doing what I do. Sometimes I get depressed up in that motherfucker. Sometimes I be like, man, what the fuck am I doing? Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, this shit, you can just tell that going to a 9 to 5 is not what niggas want to do. All I hear every day in my job is complaints from employees. And they complain to me. I guess I'm a nigga that has the aura that you can complain to, because I really don't give a fuck and I laugh shit off. So, you know, it ain't like, I don't give a fuck about what niggas is going through. It's just that, nigga, we all going through it. You either gonna change it or you not. I'm not here to listen to your pity patty and care about your sob story about how you feel about how the manager's acting, or how they always throw you on this truck or that truck. You know what I'm saying? How they always overworking you and shit. Don't nobody give a fuck if you ain't finna leave. You know what I'm saying? Me, I just accept the shit. The shit that happens at my job ain't really too much. It ain't much for me, but I'm sure it's hell on certain people. I can see it in motherfuckers' eyes that they be going through mental shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's a fine ass girl at my job right now that I wouldn't mind hollering at. And I can kind of tell that up there upstairs is something trouble. But I'm still gonna shoot my shot, because I don't think she troubled in a way like she a shooting nigga or nothing. I don't know. But I think I think it's a confidence trouble. Because let me break this down. This woman that I'm talking about at work, right? I consider her a crush. I consider her somebody that I spend too much time staring at sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But in the real medium way. I ain't no stalker, and then I just, when I catch time, when ain't shit going on at work or something, I catch that time to pause. And if she's in my view, I take that view and be like, you know, I don't just stare the bitch down and then it just be like, you know, it's just time to stimulate your brain off of something before it goes to somewhere else. But anyway, she got fucking, and braids are okay. Braids are usually a protective style, right? But, you know, I've never seen her with weave before. It's weave. Them braids is still weave. So, old girl got her hair braided, right? You know what I'm saying? She's looking good. I'm not against braids, because braids is a natural look on black women. So shit. Even if it's fake or real, it's braids. It's something that we created. So all women created. But anyway, nigga, she had braids in the day. I never see her with weave in her hair. That's what fucked me up. So now I feel like I gotta approach. See, my approach ain't to really fuck. My approach is to see if it's a mutual feeling, and if not, I'll bag off. Because if it's like, peep this, if I holler at her and then it's like, oh, okay, well, you hollered at me and I don't know how to turn you down. So I don't want to be rude. And you gotta gauge that, and then you gotta exit yourself out of it, because most women ain't gonna tell you that they not interested in you unless they just real ass bitches. So this girl I'm talking about, she don't even have a ghetto. I don't think she has a ghetto bone in her body. Like when I say ghetto, I mean like ratchet, out here fighting bitches type of bone in her body. It's not going down. And those are always the kind of women I attract. A lot of my women got mad at me, but they wasn't out here fighting bitches. Like no woman I've dealt with was fight. I had one girlfriend when I was 19, and she had to fight. So I was there watching her fight. She beat the dog shit out of this bitch. And I was right there with her. Like, you bitch are cheap. Her friend came with a whole bunch of bitches, like 5 bitches, plus the girl she was finna fight. Now, if I would have let her go out there by herself, she probably would have got jumped. But when I came out there, I said, nigga, ain't nobody jumping in. I'm gonna beat the dog shit out of every bitch out here. Motherfuckers became aware that, nigga, this is manhood we talking about. Nigga. Now that's a whole nother episode. You know what I'm saying? But still, I don't let my women ain't finna get dead wrong if it's finna be a fair fight. So, I just wanted to take the time out to talk about that girl at work, because, every day I see her, she got her natural hair every day, ponytail, or the ponytail, she got little 2 braids, and it's her real hair. And I'm thinking that I just go off of what I see. Somebody then influenced her to do this, because ever since I've been working at where I'm working at, she has not had fake hair. Now, when women do that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? When women start tampering with their looks, there's an insecurity there. And it ain't that, I ain't saying the braids is an insecurity. She might like the braids. She probably didn't even know they existed. I don't know her story. But the fact that you wore your normal hair for damn near a year straight, and now you put in this shit, and I ain't saying it's a bad look. She looked gorgeous with the shit. But I'm saying, it's just, you know, it didn't make me raise a bad eyebrow. I just raised it like, what made you think that shit? And I just realized, okay, that means it's an influence out here. Women see women do shit, and it ain't even about niggas. It's just, I like how they look. Let me do that. So I ain't saying she's a stupid motherfucker for putting weave in her hair, but she wasn't that kind of person. So my approach is finna come from the fact that I know that there's something. Your man ain't watching you or something. Your man ain't looking at you. Your man ain't cherishing you. She got a nigga, by the way. Everybody know on Twitter my crush is this girl that I work with. You know what I'm saying? Or not work with. I don't really even talk to the bitch. Well, not a bitch, I'm sorry. I don't really talk to the woman like that. Unless we are in face-to-face mode, like where it has to be spoken. But, I think she's adorable. Any woman I think adorable, I end up putting them in my life. So she can keep her boyfriend, because, one thing I'm still battling with letting women know that I'm not monogamous. So I'm interested to see if I'm able to tell her this shit without being able to really fuck with her like that. Cause she got a nigga. This is gonna be awkward if I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to be your nigga. I just want to be a simp. I can't do that. And I ain't saying like a literal simp, just like I'm finna bow down to what this bitch saying. And I'm just saying I don't want to be the nigga. I don't want to be that nigga that just, is just a friend, because that's not what I want from that woman particularly. Well, I can't say I just want to be just a friend. So maybe I should approach it in a friendship manner. Somebody give me some game. Should I approach this woman in a friendship manner instead of a relationship manner, and then just let the shit roll? You know what I'm saying? Just let shit roll. Because I'm a real patient nigga. I like to wait on relationships to end, and then I find out, and then once I find out, I'm getting that number. But I'm also a nigga that find out you got a man. Are you married? Oh, okay. Let me get that number up off you. Still. But I'm just a man that has very little dialogue when it comes to talking to women. And that comes from me being shy. And back in the day, that comes from me being a nigga that ain't really assertive for not having a father in his life. So it was always, I have this fear of embarrassment inside of me that probably it ain't even embarrassing if I say the shit. If I just be like, introduce myself. But when I feel like the life I live, introducing myself is lame. And hold on, that sounded wrong. I have so much of a fear of embarrassment that I feel like anything I say is lame to a woman. I feel like she can see through me or some shit, which I ain't even lying, but I feel like that's just what it is. The woman gonna look at a nigga like, what the fuck is you talking about, nigga? You one of them ain't shit niggas, ain't you? And that's just that. But let's get off of her. Are you settling for being broke? No, I am not. Are you settling within your religion? That's the last question. Now, what is your religion? Your religion could be money, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism. It could be anything. But are you settling? Are you settling in it and not trying to learn nothing else? Is what settling means. Are you settling for the motherfucking nonsense that these books speak as if it's the truth, like the Bible? The Bible is nothing but a fucking metaphor. It got some good shit in it. It's a motivational book, but that's what the Bible is. The Bible wasn't for us to motherfucking sit here and worship the motherfucker as if it's the holiest book in the world. This book is full of fucking bullshit. A bunch of manipulative tactics. A bunch of false motivational speeches. Tell me I'm lying. Anything that a man wrote, I don't give anything a man wrote, I give it 25% of respect. Cause some motherfuckers steal ideas from the originators, and the originator out here broke. The originators sit out here and be piss poor. And the fucking white supremacist society will steal what that man created himself and make it seem like he just broke. He didn't do the right thing with his money. No, you niggas didn't give him the right amount of money for him to do right with. They gave him 5,000. Y'all niggas got 500 million. Come on. Come on, fam. We're not finna sit here and play these games. And that's exactly what the fuck society is. Society is a big ass game, and you better play it. So are you settling within your religion? Do you feel like Jesus is literally gonna come back? Do you feel like the church is gonna save you? You still go to church and shit like that? Do you? Because you settling, nigga. That's a settlement. You know what? This is my belief. I like this belief. I'm stuck here for life. How stagnant of a mind do you have to have for that shit to be okay? I'm gonna need y'all to wake the fuck up. And that's really it for the episode right there, y'all. What are you settling for? I said all that bullshit for 49 minutes to say, what are you settling for? Because all of us settling for something. I'm settling for these 2 pussy ass jobs that I'm thankful for, so I can go and stack up, get this money, and keep on moving. And one thing I'm still trying to get a hold of is my addiction. My addiction to marijuana, my addiction to wine, and alcohol as well in general. So this year is going to be a lot about retraining my mind, and I can't, just like today, when I don't have nothing to drink, y'all know how I do. I'm going straight into somebody's store and I'm hitting their ass for the go. And I ain't gonna tell y'all what that is because I do this shit and I ain't trying to boast about it. I'm just letting niggas know that for me to stimulate myself, I'll be having to goddamn get it in with the wine. And we're gonna keep it at that. But I'm trying to find a way to just be sober, man. I don't know how to just be sober and just, and I feel like that is a chemical imbalance when you don't know how to be sober. Or you feel like it's a burden. For being sober or something. Anyway, what are you settling for? Answer that question. I'm gone. LoneWolf TV, holla at your boy. I'm finna fuck around, go to sleep. A nigga tired in the motherfucker. I'm finna probably get something to eat in a little bit with the last $5 I got. Hit the like button if you step up in this motherfucker. I appreciate whoever stepped in, even if you didn't comment, if you didn't like. I'm a nobody, so I don't deserve it. But y'all stay up, man. Don't settle, and don't completely settle for something that you don't really want. If you gotta settle for 2 years, settle for 2 years. If you gotta fuck that bitch for 8 months, fuck that bitch for 8 months. But don't settle for what it is you want. LoneWolf TV, holla at your boy. I'm out.